Now there's another two groups of people that I want to talk to you about before we get into these ayat. Very important. As a matter of fact, the Jews of Medina were divided into two categories. The Christians are a separate phenomenon. Predominantly, it's the Jews that I want to talk to you about today. The Israelites. They're in two categories. One of them has already been talked about, the heads of the rabbis, who recognized the Prophet ﷺ immediately. They recognized he's the messenger. And when they recognized him, they got terrified. They were terrified. You know why they were terrified? Let me just paint this scene for you so that when these ayat come, we can pass by them quickly because you'll have all of this background already. You see, the rabbis of that time, they were the ones giving the khutbah, the sermon. They were the ones giving the lectures. They were the ones teaching the religion, yes? And they were the ones giving the fatwa. So everybody who followed the religion, the majority of the Jewish tribes, they would come to the rabbis for their fatwa, for their sermons, for learning the religion, everything. If they accept Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as the final messenger, are they going to give fatwa anymore? Is anybody going to attend their lectures anymore? Is their synagogue going to be filled anymore? No. They are going to go from being teachers to being students of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And they're going to keep their mouth shut because now this is a religion of sami'na wa ata'na. We hear and we obey. Even they're going to be quiet and listen to the Prophet ﷺ, which means their entire social profile, their reputation in the community. This is the alim, this is the scholar, this is the mufti, this is the khatib. All of a sudden his career is what? Is gone. There's no value left in him, you know. And this is actually a very big part of religious psychology. In any religion, when people are in a position of clergy, when they're in a position of sermoning people, teaching people, it's a place of influence. Actually, it's very close to politics. Because a politician influences people, and a religious leader also influences people, and that's why corrupt religious people get very close to politicians, because they're cousins to each other. You know, they're related to each other. Now these religious people, they had a lot of influence on the people, and of course when you have influence over the people, you can also ask them for money. And if they're corrupt themselves, eventually somehow or the other money goes in their pockets. And so they'll give the kinds of fatwa and they'll give the kinds of verdicts to people that they want to hear. They'll even change their religion to suit the public. You know, that's what they used to do. Now this prophet has come along and they know he's the actual prophet, but they know that if they accept him, then the entire population under them will also accept him, which means their business is finished. Because for them, religion had become a business. By the way, I'm talking about the Jewish community of Medina, but I'm not limiting this conversation to Jews or to Medina. Religious leaders in any capacity can turn religion into a business. Very easy. Very easy. And you know, in any business, you have competition. And in order to stay on top of the competition, sometimes it's not just enough that you have a good product. The only way to keep your customers is you have to go after the other guy. So your sermons, your khutbahs, your lectures are going to be about how misguided that one is. And how deviated this group is. And how you shouldn't listen to those. And you shouldn't listen to these. And that's all you're going to talk about. Because you're afraid you're going to lose your customers and they're going to go over there. So what did these people start doing? The leaders of the Yahud, their khutbahs, their sermons, their lectures, their inner discussions were about, watch out for these Muslims. Don't go listen to him. Because you know what started happening?